Reset. Is it streaming?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, we might be streaming. I don't think we got any people in the room yet, so it's like a really sad stream right now. It's like one of Brony's streams. This is what they get. But we got, yeah, we've been streaming for 18 seconds, so you're now a YouTube star. What do you think about that?
I'm very excited.
All 18 seconds of your work, man. I remember that one time when we started that stream. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was awesome. So we'll get some people in here before we start it. Nobody yet. They're all like, fuck Sana Rob. Motherfucker's got long gaps between his videos. In his teeth. Only take one or the other.
He's a busy man.
He is a busy man. Oh, we got one person. Hold on.
Rock and roll, hello.
What's up, bitches? We'll wait until at least 10 people get in the motherfucker. Then I'll start trickling in. What's up, bitches? Who's in the room? We got a lurker.
A lurker.
Creeper. Still one person. We got a guest on today's show, bitches.
That is correct.
I want to get it to where people can tell me if we sound good.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, I'll fucking stream. Okay, we got, hey, what's up, dude? Sometimes I'll stream and like the sound will be all fucked up on it. I won't even know till like an hour in. And then people are just like, yeah, we haven't been able to hear you the entire time. I had a stream like that not too long back, man. Like nobody could even hear me.
And they're still watching.
Yeah, we got 6 people now. What up, bitches? Fuck you too, man. Be talking to me like that. So, I don't know if you can kind of see the comments, the viewing angle on this, but I'll kind of read them as we're going anyways.
Damn right you will.
That's right, bitches. I got Jackie Brown fan 578 with us today.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk about that shit.
Shit's gonna go down. We're
Shit's
having a
gonna go
fucking
down.
conversation about that.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start this bitch up.
Silent Rob doesn't like Jackie Brown, and I'm here to cram it down his fucking throat.
Dude. Alright, so my friend here saw in one of my past streams that I was basically taking a shit on Jackie Brown, and
I could not abide it.
It's like his favorite thing ever, so he's gonna try to convince me here as to why Jackie Brown isn't the piece of shit that I think it is. I mean, I don't even think it's all that bad, but you have to tell me, like, give me an insight to inside of your mind here, how your brain works.
Well, first of all, it's not the greatest thing ever. I'm not saying that.
There you go. Told you.
I enjoy it as a movie for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's still very Tarantino. I think you don't like it because he didn't write it.
That's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. But I think, you know, if he's gonna pick a work to like make a movie out of, I mean, it should be something that's, you know, at least kind of original. You know, to me, it's just like a money suitcase handoff movie through like half of it. Granted, I do like the soundtrack, probably my favorite Tarantino soundtrack if I really think about it. But I don't know, man. I think half the movie revolves around the money handoff, and then half of it revolves around this creepy Pam Grier old guy relationship that he's got going on. And,
yeah, that I can see how you.
Yeah.
Why isn't my controller working?
So people were thinking I was dead, so they're glad I'm not dead. I'm alive.
I gave him mouth to mouth.
Yes.
And I brought him back just for you.
Just in time, bitches. So
why isn't my controller working?
Your controller ain't working?
It does not appear to be.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on, I gotta do some technical stuff here.
Technical stuff. So I think, okay, so to further go in, I was gonna try to piss you off by talking shit about Pulp Fiction, which is also another movie I like, just to get a rise out of you.
I might not live through that. I can't take it.
No, yeah, I might not live, or you might. Yeah, I may not live through it. One reason I think it's cool is because instead of like when you go back to these 70s movies that are definitely more exploitative towards, like you have like 70s and you have blaxploitation movies that were really he kind of does that with Jackie Brown, but he flips it to where instead of the blacks being exploited, he's kind of making them look hell of a lot.
Hold on, dude. I think it's messing up.
That's cool.
There we go. Is it this? Super Mario Brothers 3. Such a pain in the ass, dude. It never works right. The Super Nintendo one's even worse. So, what the fuck? Every time I set your controls, it crashes.
Well, just set yours then. I don't have to play. I don't care.
Alright, so I think I'm going to wait until everybody can hear us or whatever. I don't know, like, you guys know a Silent Rob stream without technical problems is not a Silent Rob stream, bitches. So let's see if this is actually working still. Yep, I think we're good. But, you know, every time I was setting the controls for the second player, it was fucking kicking off. So I'm just going to play, and me and my friend are going to talk, so... You know, the game's not really the important thing anyways, but they can hear us, so we're good.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn up the volume just a little bit on my end.
So
anyways, he was talking about how Jackie Brown sexually arouses him. So what were you saying?
Right. I can't watch it without lube. With the cartridge. Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta tell me why you like this movie. So
I like it because it's fucking shot great. The soundtrack is great.
Soundtrack, yes.
It's got fucking Pam Grier, who still looks pretty damn good for being in her 40s.
Yeah, I mean, Pam Grier, 1997. You know, I think is that when that movie was made?
I think so.
Yeah, she was looking pretty fine. But yeah, like it's just like the love interest is like this creepy white cop guy. Like I just didn't understand that. But...
I think it's like they're both middle aged. I don't get the impression that he feels like anything's coming down the pike in his life at this point.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it's anything that interests him or just anybody that's gonna have any interest in him, and he just gets stuck on this like. He starts crushing on her like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And he's buying the Delphonics tape, which I fucking loved.
Yeah.
When he finally gets Samuel Jackson in the car, he's like, I didn't know you listened to the Delphonics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, the soundtrack, dude, like, if I could just, like, that's like the soundtrack to my life, dude. Like, I could just, you know, every song on that soundtrack is, like, a different, you know, moment for me. Like, I just like every song on that soundtrack. And I like a few of the shots, and I like,
yeah,
you know...
when you were watching it, you were definitely digging some of the tracking shots. The whole shot when Samuel Jackson shoots fucking Chris Tucker in the trunk of the car is just hilarious to me, because the whole scene is fucking hilarious.
Because I think I've wanted...
in the trunk.
Yeah, I've wanted to shoot Chris Tucker in the trunk of a car myself, so it works out.
The whole scene about him getting in the trunk is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good part.
I love Michael Keaton in a Tarantino movie. That's fun.
Yeah.
I love De Niro in a Tarantino movie as a complete fucking idiot. Which is something you don't see ever.
Yeah, De Niro.
Yeah, Bridget Fonda. That's a hell of a blonde surfer girl, man.
Yeah.
Hell of a blonde surfer girl. I enjoy Bridget Fonda anytime I get to see her.
Yeah, it kind of just felt like Robert De Niro didn't even really know where he was half the time in that movie.
Didn't.
You know, he was just maybe he was really fucked up during the entire filming of that thing.
Well, I mean, I think that they played it like. See, I've not read the book.
Yeah.
So these characters in that particular book were, I believe that story took place later in their lives, and they had the author had written them in other ways younger, so they'd known each other and they'd done time together. And,
yeah.
But no, in short, I think the dialogue is great. The scene about, where De Niro's telling him that he fucked Bridget Fonda.
Yeah.
He's like, I hope you felt appropriately guilty afterwards. Afterwards, I did. I mean, there's a lot of great lines to it, and I think that there's more character development in it than. So if we're pitting it against Pulp Fiction, and I'm going to begin my inflammatory
Pulp Fiction
assault.
just curb stomps that movie, dude. There's no comparison.
I'm in no way arguing that it's a better movie. I'm saying there are two different movies.
They are very different movies.
One of which is, I think one is like I think Tarantino, Jackie Brown is basically doing an homage to blaxploitation movies.
I can see that.
I think that's part of it, and I think it's really good. And I think another funny thing about Jackie Brown is everybody just fucks over Samuel L. Jackson's character for no reason other than he's got a shitload of money and everybody's trying to fucking steal it from him, and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, I changed the games and now it's having a heart attack again.
Damn.
Yeah, this thing is just ridiculous. Here, hold on.
You'd had enough of Mario, huh?
Yeah. No. The stream doesn't work right half the time. Okay, it's a Silent Rob stream, bitches. You all know. So, anyways.
It's my fault.
No, it's all good, dude. It does not like when you change games or do anything that you're actually supposed to be able to do. It don't like it. So, anyways. What were you saying?
But yeah. What was I saying? Oh. So, Pulp Fiction aside, I think Pulp Fiction versus Jackie Brown are two different movies because... So, one of the things that... about Pulp Fiction that's interesting is there's really almost no character development in the movie at all. Like, all the characters are
they're like
immediately established.
Yeah.
They don't really... The only person that has some development is Samuel L. Jackson by the end of the movie, which isn't chronological, but when he's in the coffee shop and he's talking to him, he sees the divine intervention, which, by the way, some of the shit he's saying is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just gonna wander the earth, like Kane in Kung Fu. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So, but the difference between the two is that Pulp Fiction is really all about looking cool. You have all these cool characters there's no backstory on, that just act and look cool and shoot people or solve problems or like, but again, the fact that he can just make that movie and really just shine through mainly because of the dialogue, and I've always wondered how his movies would do if all these A-list stars weren't in them immediately from the get-go. Like, just from the start of Reservoir, he's got all these really great actors in them.
Yeah.
So I wonder how Pulp Fiction would have done if it was a bunch of fucking no-name actors.
Well, you gotta remember, though, that Travolta was pretty much a no-name again. Like, Travolta was, popular in, like, the 70s and stuff, but the 80s weren't really that kind to him. And so he kind of got brought back from the dead for that movie, which kind of worked in his favor. But
see, everybody said that about Robert Forster and Jackie Brown too.
Yeah.
Which
I still don't think he's a household name, but it did help him a little bit.
But that guy's been acting since
he's been
before
acting
I was born.
A long time.
The guy's.
I think possibly I wouldn't give Jackie Brown such a hard time if he had made that movie first. Like if he went from Reservoir Dogs to Jackie Brown and then made Pulp Fiction, I think it would have made a little bit more sense. It just seems to me like Jackie Brown's such a step back and like, in pretty much every area, except for...
see, I thought the dialogue was just as cool.
I didn't. That like, me and you quote Pulp Fiction pretty much every second of every day. And there's one or two Jackie Brown things that I throw out every now and then. With the, when that... Someone absolutely has to die, the AK-47 or whatever line, like that was good shit. I mean, there's there are things about that movie I do enjoy.
I love that part when he tells Bridget Fonda, he says, "Don't clown on me, bitch."
Yes. Yeah.
Like, there's definite shit in it, man. I just like kind of like it when after the money exchange and Samuel L. Jackson starts losing it, fucking De Niro shoots Bridget Fonda in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, is she dead? Well, pretty much.
They just got rid of her like it wasn't shit.
Yeah, but the fact that it was over like this stupid domestic squabble in the parking lot is fucking hilarious to me. I don't know. I mean, I just look at it differently. It's cool. I just wanted to fuck with you about it because...
Oh, for sure,
I think that it's better than you give it credit. I'm not saying it's better than Pulp Fiction. I'm not saying it's...
It's like, for me with Tarantino, like every Tarantino, like I usually score movies on like an 8 to 10, like on a 1 to 10 scale, and like every Tarantino movie is like an 8 and above, but like Jackie Brown is somewhere around like the 6 range, 5 or 6 for me. There's like a big drop off there. I mean, we're talking Pulp Fiction 9.5 to 10 area. Reservoir Dogs, same thing. I love that movie. Even Inglourious Bastards, and I didn't enjoy Inglourious Bastards as much as some people, but I'd still give that movie an 8 just based on.
I fucking love that movie.
Just based on its, the way it was made. It's just a really well done movie.
I fucking love that movie.
Hateful Eight is probably about an 8.5. That was a great movie.
They're all good.
Kill Bill, but it's just like I don't know. It's like Jackie Brown is like the Alien 3 of the series, you know what I mean?
It's just not that bad for me. I don't know.
Yeah, there's somebody else in the comments that's like, Jackie Brown's boring. Yeah, so there's at least somebody that agrees, but...
Oh, hey, I'm all for...
What is your least favorite Tarantino movie?
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably. I mean, based on the number of times I've watched all the movies, probably Reservoir Dogs. If you're gonna say based on the number of times I've seen it, I loved Reservoir Dogs when it came out.
I can see that.
I still love it. I think it's good. However, when I watch it, and I think I've told you this before, I can tell it's an indie flick.
Yeah,
I can tell through some of the dialogue and some of the acting. There's parts that are a little weak. However, it's still written really great. I love the scene. Well, who doesn't fucking love the scene with the ear? I love Michael Madsen's fucking scary.
He's scary as fuck in that movie.
The tipping thing at the beginning, Lawrence Turney. Why am I Mr. Pink? Because you're a faggot.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things ever. When they're naming each other.
It's a fucking hilarious line.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing. You can tell Tarantino wrote it. I can tell he wrote Pulp Fiction. I can tell he wrote Jackie Brown. It's just I can tell from the nobody else talks like him.
Tarantino, that's what I'm saying, man. It is interesting.
Based on number of times I've seen him, it probably Reservoir Dogs. But again, I mean, I see him. I think there's a shift in Tarantino movies from after Jackie Brown to before.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
And then you take everything after, and he makes them a little differently. He shoots them a little differently, maybe, but. And we were maybe Kill Bill too, like we were saying, like he starts to really make longer scenes, let him breathe, i.e. Death Proof, i.e. Kill Bill 2, where he just stretches the scenes out when Bud's in the trailer with Daryl Hannah and he's making the fucking drinks in the blender. And he's even throwing the ice cubes in this slow, deliberate pace in the blender. And the way even his line delivery is very slow. It's very interesting.
I would almost say, like, Kill Bill 2, I still like it, and it is part of the movie, but Kill Bill 2 is definitely meandering in some areas. There's some scenes in that movie that don't even really need to be in there. Like, towards the end of the movie, like, when she goes to that one guy with the prostitutes and the weird lip lady, like, if they cut that scene completely out...
I wouldn't care.
Wouldn't care at all, man. You get rid of, like, 10 minutes of just foolishness.
Yeah.
That movie is just... There are just areas like the training with Pai Mei. That is an awesome scene.
That makes the whole second movie, really. It's Pai Mei getting out of the coffin.
Yeah. If it didn't have that movie just wouldn't really have nothing for me.
I love the scene when she's buried alive.
Yeah, the buried alive, the trailer,
loved it.
the Pai Mei. The confrontation with Bill, though, man, has always kind of let me down a little bit.
It's completely... See, I wonder if he did it on purpose to be like, fuck you, you're not getting a big battle.
Yeah, you're not getting a climactic battle. I don't know, maybe he ran out of money, but it's like...
He did the whole thing with, like, the Superman conversation in it, like his comment on Superman. I'd be interested to know if the individual that said Jackie Brown was boring felt that Kill Bill 2 was boring. Part 2.
Yeah.
Because, to me, that would make sense and wouldn't make me feel like I was totally off in liking Jackie Brown. Because I get in this mood where, like, I want to see Jackie Brown. I think it's cool. I get in that mood because there are certainly movies I find boring, but if I'm in the right mood, I don't. So I don't know.
There are some movies that are just always going to be fucking boring to me, dude. Like I hear people busting nuts about The Godfather all the time. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not that great, people. Okay.
I love talking to you because they're classic fucking films. Yeah. That you're like, fuck this movie.
Fuck it.
I don't care.
It's bullshit. Goodfellas fucking takes the shit on The Godfather, man, in every capacity.
I love The Godfather, man.
See, I don't get it, man. And that's one of those movies that I've tried, dude. I'm going to set time aside in my day to try to understand what people are talking about with The Godfather. And it's just like, holy shit, man. Like, you know, it's just like so boring. I mean, punctuated by classic moments that people quote here and there.
Right.
And then the rest of it is just like, goes nowhere, you know? I don't know. Like, with Goodfellas, man, holy shit. You're laughing, you're crying, you're just losing your mind. That movie just goes everywhere. Joe Pesci's so funny.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, that's my mob movie of choice for sure.
Oh, I'm not necessarily saying if you told me.
Yeah, if you had to pick.
You could watch one more mob movie for the rest of your life, mainly because I'm a big fan of anything true crime.
Yeah.
And Goodfellas, I'm going to tell anybody, I always tell them, every single thing in that movie happened. If you read the book, it's called Wise Guy by Nicholas Pileggi. It's fucking amazing. It will blow you away. It's all fucking real. In fact, most of the voiceover narration by Henry Hill and his wife's characters it's direct quotes from the book, which was directly from the mouths of the real people when he was interviewing them to write the book. So you can't compare them on those levels per se, because The Godfather is like super romanticized. It's written by Mario Puzo. And also The Godfather focuses primarily on more of a Sicilian mafia way of life.
True.
Versus an American mafia, which is Goodfellas. But I can see why people think The Godfather is boring.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Man.
And what's more interesting is Francis Ford Coppola's been riding that fucking shit since he made it. He hasn't made anything else.
Dude, he's the definition of like pretty much a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
He did make Jack with Robin Williams though.
What the fuck is that?
You've never seen that movie?
Jack,
where he's a kid but he grows up to an adult really fast, so he's like he goes to school, but it's Robin Williams in school.
I gotta say, I've not seen a lot of Robin Williams movies because I don't give a shit.
Somebody in the comments like, talk more shit about classic movies. I can talk shit about classic movies all fucking night.
Let me think. Okay, that's good. Let me think of something.
All fucking night. I've never been able to stay awake through Apocalypse Now. So I mean, dude, I know it's too long. And I always get to doing something else every time I try to watch that movie, dude. It's like this movie's 16 fucking hours long. Like, not even mention the redo director's cut dub edition orange box edition that, that's
Redux.
adding. Yeah, dude, that's like 2 more hours.
I never even watched the Redux.
Holy shit.
I'm officially pissed and fucking annoyed at people going back and redoing their own goddamn movies. I'm fucking sick of it. You made it. Leave it the way it was. Don't fuck with it anymore. I'm sick of it. It's stupid.
Yeah, dude. Especially Star Wars, man. Like, leave that fucking shit alone, you motherfucker. Yeah. Like, goddamn. Like, it's not even the same movie anymore.
I wonder if Lucas sold it to Disney on the premise that, okay, now in 10 years, you're going to have to go back and re-edit these movies. And like you really meant to make them before, you got your fucking testicles cut off.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking idiot.
Dude, he's so fucking, he's such a fucking ass clown that he got all pissy about, he didn't even like the new Star Wars movie, dude. He's gonna try to justify his prequels. Like, you're telling me, like, I've had bowel movements better than those fucking prequels, dude. I know. Those were abysmal.
I certainly felt better walking out of my bathroom in the theater after seeing his fucking so much shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, watching episode 2 in the movie theater was one of the most grueling, horrible experiences of my life. I don't remember if I ever told this story or not, but yeah, I went to fucking see episode 2, theater's packed, and we got this like retarded person right behind us in the seat behind us fucking doing these fucking noises and shit, and it's like, are you fucking serious? Not to even mention the fact that they're like spitting on the back of our heads. This kid's like spitting and like, okay, I can handle the noise for a little while, but once you start getting into bodily fluids,
Yeah,
I'm over it. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But my mom actually had to say something. My mom's like, really? Like, are you really gonna let him sit there and spit on us?
Yeah.
Like, and then she's like trying to do like her grandstanding bullshit. Oh, he has every right to see this movie like everybody else. It's like he's not watching it.
God.
He can't even sit still. He's like, he's taking a bite out of the chair right now. Like, holy shit, I think he just shit himself. Like, nobody got fucking time for that.
Yeah.
But that's my episode 2 story, and now you know. But it would be different if it was actually a decent movie, but it's a horrible movie. Plus, I got fucking spit on me. Like, I'm walking out like I'm just got out of a porno or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, then episode 3, I don't know how my dad talked me into even going to see that one. But
I didn't
guess
see that in the theater.
that one didn't, wasn't quite as bad as the other ones.
Lesson.
You learned your... Dude, fool me once, fool me 3 times. Ain't happening. But yeah, dude. There's a limit, like, you don't... Like, I get it, your kid, he has problems. But you don't take him to a 2.5-hour movie that's pretty much like watching a Senate hearing on the TV. Like, he's not going to watch that. He's not going to... if you can't get a babysitter, then maybe you should skip episode 2. That's probably the best route anyways, really. But, yeah, I remember my mom felt bad about having to say something and shit. It's like, Mom, okay, how much spit can you possibly get on you? Like, oh my God. It was disgusting. Like, we were dripping with fucking some random person's spit. And, like, even the ushers at the theater didn't want to do anything. And it's just like, oh, let's just let this kid fucking just go up and, rip the damn screen off the movie down, whatever. Like, holy shit.
All right, so I got Rotten Tomatoes top 100 classic movies. For
Rotten Tomatoes, every classic movie sucks. It's official.
Number 1 is The Wizard of Oz.
Is that the number 1 classic movie?
It says 99%.
What?
But then there's 100% The Third Man under it, so I don't understand that. But I was just trying to find a list of some movies.
Fuck, The Return to Oz is an awesome movie, dude. I actually watched that not too long ago. That movie, have you ever seen that?
The one with Franco, James Franco?
No, the one with, it has Fairuza Balk in it, the girl from Waterboy, Vicky Valancourt.
Oh, I know Fairuza
Yeah,
Balk is.
of course you do.
I grew up in the fucking 90s,
she's
man.
hot as fuck,
The
dude.
Craft.
Yeah,
The Craft.
fucking A, The Craft. See, this motherfucker knows The Craft.
Who doesn't know The Craft? Sometimes
dude, you know how many people I've talked to that don't know The Craft? And people that don't know The Craft are like, what the fuck are they talking about right now? Motherfuckers are crafty.
Oh, Citizen Kane, which I never even finished.
Dude, Citizen Kane, overrated. Sorry to let you guys know. Overrated.
I couldn't get through it. It was
overrated. I get it, okay? Movie was good like 95 years ago, but I have a hard time with really old movies, people. I don't know.
Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain,
I
weak sauce.
I have not
weak
seen
sauce.
Casablanca.
Casablanca, weak sauce.
I liked Casablanca.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's fucking good.
Weak sauce.
Let's see what else. Rear Window I've not seen, but Hitchcock, it's kind of hard to go.
I haven't seen all of the Hitchcock stuff, but
Psycho, obviously.
Psycho is fucking amazing, especially for its time. Like, holy shit, that movie's nuts.
I love The Birds myself.
The Birds is good. Still not scared of no damn bird. I'll punch a bird in the face, dude. Give a rat's ass. Ain't no bird gonna kill me.
About Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove is interesting. That's Kubrick. Kubrick's on a whole other level.
He is.
So he's amazing.
So 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Fucking love 2001: A Space Odyssey for sure.
Man, I thought for sure you were gonna make fun of that.
Nah, dude, that movie's meandering and crazy and ridiculous, but I love every second of it.
What about Chinatown?
Nicholson. I've never finished it.
Oh, I fucking love that movie, dude.
Yeah, I do love some. That's Nicholson, right?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway. On the Waterfront. Have you seen that? Marlon Brando.
No, I've never seen that.
On the Waterfront, or the fuck was that other movie? A motorcycle movie he was in.
The Shining. Oh my God, somebody just mentioned The Shining. People don't even get me started. I'll talk an entire fucking whole stream about The Shining.
About liking it or not liking
Love The Shining,
Yeah.
dude. I've never talked to anybody that disliked The Shining except Stephen King, but I've never talked to him, but I've just heard. I'm gonna change games, people. So if it cuts out again, I'm not ending the stream. I'm just changing games. I'm sick of Rad Racer. So let's see what do we got here. But you can still talk. I think we're still live.
Rebel Without a Cause.
Rebel Without a Cause. That's what James
Dean.
Dean. No, I've never seen that.
I like it. Mean Streets. That's an old Scorsese flick. It's worth seeing. The original Manchurian Candidate.
I've never even seen
really
the
good.
Remake of the Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah, fuck the remake. The original's better, I think. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Kind of hard to.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
Like
that one's a good movie.
The Apartment, man, that's one of my favorite movies. Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine. I fucking love that movie.
I do love me some Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. Still awesome.
Somebody said Apocalypse Now. They must not have seen that earlier in the stream.
No, Apocalypse Now. Okay, so it's been a while
What's up, bitches?
It's good to be back.
Silent Rob fucking your mom right in front of you. Once again. Hell yeah. So, yeah, I'm having some problems with this streaming software, people, man. I don't know what to do. You know, I just need to get different software. Everybody keeps telling me this XSplit is like fucking bullshit.